out of you. Say something else.
That is my answer to Spike Lee. Go to hell.
So tell us about the business part of your life, because you have built from nothing, really, a really substantial business. I mean, we're at the small business conference here.
The entertainment world has been buzzing with whispers, rumors, and eyebrow-raising revelations lately, but nothing compares to the bombshell allegations swirling around some of the biggest names in Hollywood. Imagine this. Behind the glitz and glamour, behind the red carpets and flashing cameras, there's a darker undercurrent of secrets, deals, and betrayals. And at the center of this swirling storm, Steve Harvey, Tyler Perry, and the ongoing FBI investigation into Sean Diddy Combs. The latest twist? Rumors that Steve Harvey may have struck a deal with federal authorities, and the fallout is pointing straight at Tyler Perry. But how did we even get here?
Those situations lend to maybe some issues with tampering. And I do feel like there are victims who are scared to come forward, including my client. She was very nervous about if he was going to get bail this week. And once I told her, and then come after people, including her and some of the other individuals, and she was very relieved when he did not receive.
Let's rewind a bit and set the stage. It all started with the shocking arrest of Diddy. The charges against him read like something straight out of a Hollywood thriller. He's accused of orchestrating elaborate and highly questionable gatherings, complete with activities that no one would want tied to their name. These weren't just casual get-togethers, but allegedly carefully curated events that involved a mix of indulgence and secrecy. And while Diddy is now in federal custody, his legal troubles seem to only scratch the surface of what's turning into a sprawling investigation. The FBI has made it clear they're not stopping at Diddy. The net is widening and more names are getting dragged into the mess.
These are all allegations that have become shockingly familiar against Diddy in recent months, as he has faced lawsuit after lawsuit from women and men who have accused him of all manner.
Enter Steve Harvey. The comedian, host, and self-help guru has built his career on being a wholesome, relatable figure who's not afraid to give tough love advice. But in a plot twist worthy of his Family Feud show, rumors are now circulating that Harvey may have had more than a passing connection to Diddy's infamous parties. Multiple reports suggest that Harvey, known for his larger-than-life personality, was present at several gatherings hosted by Diddy in the past. While there's no official word on what he may or may not have witnessed, insiders are hinting that Harvey's presence at these events may have put him in an uncomfortable position, one that the FBI is now very interested in discussing. So what exactly is Steve's role in all of this? According to whispers from industry insiders, Harvey may have been approached by federal authorities earlier this year. The reason? His name allegedly came up during preliminary investigations into Diddy's activities. While no one is suggesting that Harvey himself was involved in anything illegal, the mere fact that he was reportedly present at some of these gatherings raises questions about what he may have seen or heard. And here's where it gets even juicier. Rumors suggest that Harvey agreed to cooperate with investigators in exchange for keeping his own reputation intact. If true, this would mean Harvey is providing information to federal authorities behind closed doors, while maintaining his public image as a beloved TV personality.
So he said, man, that's tax evasion. You can go to prison.
But the plot thickens. Insiders claim that as part of his cooperation, Harvey may have pointed investigators toward none other than Tyler Perry. Yes, the same Tyler Perry who has become a powerhouse in the entertainment industry, known for his inspirational rags to riches story and his iconic Medea films. Perry's name has reportedly come up in connection to Diddy's gatherings, and while there's no official confirmation of his involvement, the rumors alone are enough to cause a media frenzy. After all, Perry has long been seen as a beacon of success and morality in Hollywood. If he's implicated in any way, the fallout could be catastrophic, not just for him, but for the industry as a whole.
But I still think a lot of stuff that's on today is coonery and buffoonery.
But why would Steve Harvey turn his attention toward Tyler Perry? According to sources close to the investigation, Harvey and Perry may have had a falling out in recent years. While the details of their alleged feud remain murky, the timing is certainly suspicious. Some speculate that Harvey, feeling the pressure from investigators, may have named Perry as a way to divert attention from himself. Others believe that Harvey genuinely wants to distance himself from any potential scandal and sees cooperation as his best chance of avoiding public scrutiny. Whatever the reason, the connection between these two entertainment giants is now under the microscope. And the implications are staggering. This past year alone, we saw a $1.3 trillion giant declared bankrupt in terms of revenue, get a desk job. Meanwhile, Tyler Perry has remained notably silent. For someone who usually uses his platform to address rumors head-on, his lack of public response has only fueled speculation. Could it be that Perry is preparing a defense behind the scenes, or is he hoping that the storm will pass without his direct involvement being exposed? Either way, his silence speaks volumes, and industry insiders are watching closely to see how this unfolds.
The man has a huge audience, and Tyler's very smart. You know what he's done. He started out, with these plays and.
Of course, it's important to remember that these are still just rumors. Neither Steve Harvey nor Tyler Perry has been formally accused of any wrongdoing. But in the court of public opinion, the damage is already being done. Social media is ablaze with conspiracy theories, with some users claiming that this is all part of a larger plot to take down successful Black men in Hollywood. Others argue that this is simply the natural consequence of living in the public eye, where even the slightest misstep can lead to scandal. But let's not forget the bigger picture. The FBI's investigation into Diddy is far from over, and as more names come to light, the entertainment industry is bracing for impact. If even half of the allegations are true, this could be one of the biggest scandals to hit Hollywood in decades. And with Steve Harvey allegedly cooperating and Tyler Perry now under scrutiny, it's clear that the fallout will be felt far and wide.
There has been some updates in the Diddy $100 million default judgment that we reported on.
What makes this all the more fascinating is the contrast between the public personas of the individuals involved. Steve Harvey has built his brand on being a moral authority, offering advice on everything from relationships to career success. Tyler Perry, meanwhile, has positioned himself as a trailblazer for Black filmmakers, creating opportunities for underrepresented voices in Hollywood. If either of them ends up being implicated in this growing scandal, it would represent a stunning fall from grace. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. For now, all eyes are on the ongoing investigation and the potential revelations that could come next. Will more names be dragged into the controversy? Will Steve Harvey break his silence and address the rumors? And what about Tyler Perry? Will he step forward to clear his name? Or will he remain in the shadows, hoping to avoid the spotlight? One thing is certain, this story is far from over, and the twists and turns are only just beginning.
Basically what that means is the money that they're saying Diddy has to start paying this guy on October 1st, right. Diddy's team is like, hold on, we need an emergency conversation about why this should not have been granted. And they awarded him a TRO, which basically meant that Diddy's team was not allowed to sell any property in that state or anything related to what could be used to pay the plaintiff.
As the investigation deepens, the entertainment world is holding its breath, waiting to see who will emerge unscathed and who will be caught in the fallout. For Steve Harvey and Tyler Perry, the stakes couldn't be higher. And for fans, the question remains: how much of what we see on the surface is real, and how much is a carefully crafted illusion designed to hide the truth? The spotlight is now shifting to the shadowy tales of Diddy's infamous gatherings, events whispered about in the entertainment world for years, and now central to the FBI's case against him. Imagine luxury mansions transformed into secretive playgrounds for the elite, where the rules of the outside world didn't seem to apply. These weren't casual parties, but orchestrated spectacles that allegedly involved high-profile attendees, activities cloaked in secrecy, and a level of extravagance that defied imagination. And if the stories are to be believed, these events weren't just designed for indulgence. They were engineered to keep people quiet. It's no wonder the authorities are digging deep. And with every layer they uncover, more names are dragged into the conversation.
Dawn had the choice to file the case as a Jane Doe, and she chose not to do that after giving it a fair amount of thought. She wants accountability.
The gatherings, ominously referred to by insiders as freak-offs, have become the centerpiece of the investigation. The details are jaw-dropping. Reports suggest these were multi-day affairs, complete with private chefs, high-end decor, and even medical staff on hand to ensure the guests could keep up with the pace of the festivities. But the most shocking aspect? The alleged presence of hidden cameras strategically placed to capture every moment. According to claims, these recordings were not just for personal viewing. They were used as leverage to ensure silence. Multiple sources have hinted that some of the footage captured incriminating moments involving celebrities, business moguls, and even public figures. It's a chilling thought. What kind of power could someone wield with a vault full of secrets like that?
Diddy is now being sued in addition to what we just talked about by Dawn Richards. You guys will remember her. She was a part of Making the Band.
Dirty Money.
Dirty Money, the Danny Kane era. So basically what she is alleging, she's alleging a lot of different...
Tyler Perry's alleged connection to these events has set the rumor mill into overdrive. Known for his squeaky clean image and larger-than-life productions, Perry has always been seen as a beacon of inspiration in Hollywood. But now, whispers suggest that he may have attended several of Diddy's gatherings, raising eyebrows about what he might have witnessed or participated in. While no concrete evidence has linked Perry to any wrongdoing, his name being mentioned at all is enough to send shockwaves through the industry. After all, this is a man whose brand is built on morality and faith. If his image takes a hit, it could spell disaster for his career and the empire he's built. So what exactly happened at these events? Let's just say the stories are as wild as they are disturbing. According to one insider, the gatherings were known for their opulence and exclusivity. Guests were reportedly required to sign agreements before entering, ensuring the utmost discretion. But what happens when the cameras are rolling and the host controls the footage? That's the question haunting Hollywood right now. The fear isn't just about what might be uncovered, it's about who might be exposed. Names are being whispered from A-list actors to powerful executives, and everyone is wondering who will be next to fall under scrutiny.
There are some problems that the defense has brought up originally, but it seems like, just from reading this 14-page indictment, that there is enough physical evidence to perhaps get a conviction in this case. We shall see.
One particularly chilling detail involves the alleged recordings seized during the federal raids on Diddy's properties. According to rumors, these tapes contain hours of footage documenting everything that took place at these gatherings. Speculation is running rampant about who might appear in these recordings. Some believe the footage could implicate not just entertainers, but also high-profile individuals from other industries, including politics and sports. It's a ticking time bomb, and everyone is holding their breath to see who gets caught in the blast.
And Stacey, you say today's indictment reads like a mob indictment. What was most shocking to you of all these allegations?
Yeah, the fact...
And then there's the question of why Tyler Perry's name has surfaced in all of this. Could it be a case of guilt by association? Or is there something more to the story? According to some sources, Perry's connection to these events may have been more casual than intentional. He's known to have crossed paths with Diddy at various industry functions over the years, and it's entirely possible that he attended one of these gatherings without fully understanding what he was walking into. But in Hollywood, perception is everything. Even the slightest whiff of scandal can tarnish a reputation, and Perry's involvement, whether direct or indirect, is now a topic of intense speculation.
This has to be a 100% culture shock. I can't imagine living a lifestyle of the incredibly rich and famous and then going into this very dark, impersonal, cold, austere facility.
What makes this all the more complicated is the fact that Perry has always been a polarizing figure in the entertainment world. While he's celebrated for his contributions to Black cinema and his ability to create opportunities for underrepresented voices, he's also faced criticism for perpetuating stereotypes in his work. This duality has made him both a hero and a target, and now, with his name linked to this growing scandal, the stakes have never been higher. Could this be the tipping point that pushes public opinion against him? Or will he manage to weather the storm and come out unscathed?
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything.
Meanwhile, the tales of what went on behind closed doors at Diddy's gatherings continue to grow more elaborate with each passing day. One insider described the atmosphere as completely surreal, with every detail meticulously planned to create an environment of excess and indulgence. Guests reportedly had access to private suites, gourmet food, and an endless supply of entertainment. But beneath the glamorous veneer, there was an undercurrent of control. The host allegedly had eyes everywhere, ensuring that nothing happened without his knowledge and, if the rumors are true, without being documented. The presence of these hidden cameras adds a sinister layer to an already shocking story. Imagine being a guest at one of these events, only to discover later that every move you made was captured on film. The implications are staggering. For someone like Diddy, who thrives on power and influence, having such footage at his disposal would be the ultimate trump card. It's no wonder the FBI is taking this investigation so seriously. If these tapes exist, they could blow the lid off not just this case, but the entire entertainment industry.
The evidence, alleged evidence, that's been gathered in this case was from those 2 raids that were conducted on his personal homes in Miami and Los Angeles. And the indictment names the things seized that he allegedly made videos of these performances that have been named.
And let's not forget the other names being floated in connection with these events. While Tyler Perry's alleged involvement has dominated headlines, he's far from the only one under scrutiny. Multiple sources have hinted at a long list of attendees, including actors, musicians, and even media personalities. The question on everyone's mind is simple: who else knew what was going on, and how deep does this rabbit hole go? The entertainment world is bracing for impact, knowing that the fallout could be unprecedented.
You know, I think in federal court and for these charges, they would say it's routine, but in the public realm, this is very significant, just from who we associate Diddy being and everything we've seen him do over the decades. Like you said, this is quite the downfall to go from, I mean, we saw the mansions back in March that were raided by the feds. So to go from living in those mansions to being in the jail.
For now, Perry has remained silent on the matter, a move that has only fueled speculation. Some believe he's taking time to consult with his legal team before making any public statements. Others think he's hoping the storm will pass without him having to address it directly. But in the age of social media, silence often speaks louder than words. Fans and critics alike are demanding answers, and the longer Perry waits, the more questions arise. Could his silence be an admission of guilt, or is he simply trying to protect his brand from further damage?
This took Sean Diddy Combs into custody. He's seen in this video entering the Park Hyatt Hotel in Midtown Manhattan with others when agents from Homeland Security Investigations approach and separate him. They place Combs under arrest and lead him out the front door in handcuffs.
As the investigation continues, one thing is clear: the entertainment industry is on edge. The FBI has made it clear that they're leaving no stone unturned. And with each new revelation, the web of connections grows more tangled. For Diddy, the consequences are already severe. But for others, including Perry, the true impact of this scandal remains to be seen. Will they be able to distance themselves from the fallout, or will they find themselves pulled deeper into the controversy? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: this story is far from over.
Trying a criminal case in the modern times, a lot of evidence is on electronic devices, cell phones, tablets, computers, things of that nature. And the devices, especially if you have like external hard drives, 90-something terabytes of data on a single device makes me think it's some type of hard drive. That takes weeks to go through just for one device on its own.
And here's the most unsettling part: these events didn't operate in isolation. They were part of a larger culture within the entertainment world, one that thrives on secrecy and power dynamics. The question now is whether this investigation will shine a light on those practices or simply scratch the surface. For Tyler Perry and others whose names have been dragged into the mix, the stakes couldn't be higher. Their careers, reputations, and legacies are all on the line. And for fans watching from the sidelines, the unfolding drama is a stark reminder that even the brightest stars can cast the darkest shadows.
Why doesn't the government want him to turn himself in? Because then they can't ask for detention. So they go and they arrest him. They arrest a guy who came to New York to turn himself in.
As the curtain falls on this chapter of Hollywood's latest saga, the questions linger. Could Steve Harvey's alleged cooperation be a strategic move to save his own reputation? And if so, is Tyler Perry merely a pawn in this high-stakes game? Could Perry's silence be an indication of something more sinister, or is he simply biding his time before addressing the rumors? The comment section is open, and the viewers are eager to hear your thoughts. Don't hold back. Share your theories, your opinions, and let the discussion unfold. Until next time, stay tuned for more riveting tales from the world of celebrity gossip. Goodbye for now.